This box is really hard to open for some reason.
Come on, help. Hold on.
Why is this box so hard to open?
It's not hard. It's
There
easy.
we go. Teamwork.
Hello everybody, today we're going to be going over the rules for the game Who Wants to Be a Celestial Heir, Book of Mormon edition. And my companion here is going to show us how to do some of the initial setup right away.
Yeah, so the game comes with this pop-up board. And to set it up, you're going to want to fold that down where it says 5, 6, and 7, fold down to 1, 2, 3, 4. Where it says 8 and 9, fold down to 5, 6, and 7. And fold all that down. Press very firmly, and then the game will be set up like that. So this is how you want it to look. Yeah. Ta-da. And then there are 10 different levels of
I
cards.
think there's a little kickstand on the back that you might want to use if you find that it's not sticking.
Yeah. There's a lot of pieces here that we'll go over in a second, but first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to separate the cards into 10 different stacks according to the number on the card. So if you look here, you can see that this card says 10. So that'll obviously be in the pile of 10.
Okay.
And they coordinate to the different levels here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're going to, the first thing, separate it into 10 different piles. And then after you do that,
And we're going to fast forward in a second here to have that all done, but go ahead and finish explaining
this
that part.
isn't perfect, but whatever.
Yeah.
Then you pull out these. You each get one green little circle, one red, and one yellow.
I think I know what these are.
And they are your lifelines, just like in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. If you have a question what they are, there you can refer to the rules, or for a quick reference here, yellow is poll the congregation, green is check the reference, and red is improve my chances. And then you each start with whatever color you want to be. He wants to be yellow, and I want to be blue. And you start on level 1. So once you get your 3 colors, let me make sure, and you have your piles separated, and your board set up, you can start the game.
Okay, while we're getting these cards sorted, I just wanted to mention that these discs also have little holes. You can pop out the foam rubber out of the middle here, and then they go on the piece. So you put them over the piece, kind of like this. Then now you got all your lifelines ready to go there. All right, so we have the board set up. We have all of our cards sorted here. We have our pieces with our lifelines. Now, just a real brief overview of the lifelines. Improve my chances. The person reading the question just takes out 2 of the incorrect answers and gives them only the 2 answers. Gives them 2 and 1 has to be the correct answer. Check the reference. You'll read the scripture reference that's on the card, and then you can look it up in the scriptures. So in the case, the correct answer in this case has a scripture reference, so I'll give them that scripture reference and they can look it up. And then poll the congregation. You essentially ask everybody playing what they think the answer is and then make your question determination. Now if there's 2 people playing, the instructions say to try to give the correct answer, but I would say if you're asking the question, try to pretend that you didn't know the answer and what would you have said if you had got it. So if you did know the answer, you could give them the right answer. If you didn't know the answer, give them an answer and they can decide if, it's a little trickier with 2 players. But okay, so the youngest player goes first. My companion over here is the youngest player and you're the blue, right?
Yes, indeed.
So I'll grab a card and I'm gonna read the first question, but for the rest of the explanation, we're just gonna pretend that we're reading the question. So, all right, question, and the questions get harder the higher up you go. To win the game, you have to get all the way to level 10, which you can see up here, and also answer a question correctly. If you don't answer it correctly, you have to wait till your next turn. And then essentially, before I read this question, if he gets it right, he goes to number 2, and I ask him a number 2 rated question. And if he gets it right, he goes to number 3. He keeps going. If he gets it wrong on number 3, he has to go back to number 1 and start back up. But if he gets past 4 and he gets to 5, and then he goes to 6 and he gets it wrong, it just goes back to 5. So you stay on whatever level you're on, all the way up to 10.
A good thing to do is to use your lifelines when you're at the last number in a level. Because if you use that lifeline, you go up to 5 and you can't go down. So even if you got 5 wrong, you can't go back down to 4. But if you get 4 wrong, you go all the way back down to 1. So I would wait and use your lifelines till you get to the end of each level, so that you could just go up continually to each level.
So we're starting off now, and you're the blue one, and I'm going to ask you the question. After Lehi died, what did Laman and Lemuel try to do to Nephi? A, mock him. B, kill him. C, tell him to leave them alone. Or D, ask for forgiveness.
I'm going to go ahead and guess B, kill him.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So you can do that, and I think you can probably just stick these under the bottom here.
Yeah.
It should be noted there's questions on both sides of the card, so essentially you probably just want to ask the question that was underneath, not the question on the top. I think they did that mainly to get more questions in. So I'm going to ask a number 2 question, which is right here. I'll ask the actual question, but from, like I said, after this. Finish the scripture. After I had finished the ship, according to the word of the Lord, my brethren beheld it was good, and that the workmanship thereof was A, beyond the work of man, B, as he commanded it to be, C, exceedingly fine, or D, very sturdy. Now, in this case, I'm going to say, can you use one of your lifelines?
I'm not too sure. I'm going to use my improve my chances lifeline.
So we'll take off his red, which is improve, put it up here on the thing. And I will now say, okay, so is it C, exceedingly fine, or D, very sturdy?
I'm going to go ahead and guess C, exceedingly fine.
You're correct.
Yes.
So he would go up to 3, and then essentially that's how it works. Let's say that he asks I ask him a 3 question. He goes, he gets it wrong. He goes back, and if you get it wrong, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of your turn. So it goes on to him.
Yep. And then then it's my turn, and that's basically how it goes. So you work your way up to this tier, and then you work your way past this tier, and the questions get harder. Now, just for fun, at the end of this video, we're going to pretend like my companion here is at number 10, and I'm going to ask him a real number 10 question just to see how his smarts are here.
Hard.
Okay. The kingman wanted the laws of the land to change during the 25th year of the reign of the judges. Who was the chief judge at this time who, along with the freemen, refused to change the laws? A, Pahoran, B, Helaman, C, Teancum, or D, Mulek?
So I'm going to go ahead and guess A, Pahoran.
Correct. You are a celestial heir. So
that was really just a guess.
Well, there you go. So, all right, that is Who Wants to Be a Celestial Heir? I hope this video helped you guys out, and enjoy playing the game. It's really fun. Thanks. Bye-bye.